Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts. Not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit, says the Lord of hosts. I am Elijah. This is the message that the Lord God has given us. Spirit, says the Lord of hosts. Zechariah chapter 4. The prophet start with Haggai. The Lord God told, oh, here is the rubble. I'm going to use you as a signet. Now that signet has gone forth. Malachi chapter 3, verse 1. Behold, I will send my messenger. He shall prepare the way before me. And the Lord whom you seek shall suddenly come to his holy temple. Even the messenger of the covenant whom he delighted in. Behold, he shall come. Malachi chapter 4, verse 5 and 6. The Lord shall send Elijah to you before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And he shall turn the horses back to for the horse back to him. He shall come and strike the earth with quick audible voice. The populace has begun. All right. Malachi chapter 4, verse 4. Gotta go to Horeb. If you don't go to Horeb, you're not gonna know who you are, what you are, what type of power the Most High has given you. Man, gonna be just like I was, a damn fool into Christianity. Now I was talking about younger brother this morning about the good folks. Yeah, trip, man. No. Anyway, I'm just telling you. Come on, you can't stay there. All right. No. Better shut up. All right. Rob not the poor. Rob not the poor because he is poor, neither oppress the afflicted in the gate. The Lord will plead their cause and spare the soul of those that spare them. Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go. Lest thou learn his ways and get snared to thy soul. Be not thou one of them that strike hands of them that are securities for debts. For if thou hast nothing to pay, why should he take away thy bed from under thee? Remove not the ancient landmark which thy fathers have set, and see thou a man that diligently in his business he shall stand before kings, and shall not stand before mean men. All right, nope, that's something else. Wait a minute. I wait too long to do something. All right, I'm still here. Just had to go do a little something. All right. No, we take our time. I'm watching people this morning. Perry Rome. Bless the Jewish people and God gonna bless you. And all that evil, wicked stuff you see them people doing over in this man. People don't even believe in Jesus. And they're making a law. Making a law. They're making a law to make it a crime for anyone to come and preach Christ. Israel is making a law that it's a crime for anyone to preach Christ. That's what they're doing. All right. No, and then he's gonna tell you, bless the Jewish people, and God gonna bless you, man. Go ahead, though. Because that's what they did. That's how Jesus got home. Apostle Paul and all of them. It was a crime for anyone to speak Christ, to preach Christ. Yeah, we just went over that. Help, Lord, for the godly man ceases, and for the faithful fail from among the children of men. Now, let's see what they got to say. They speak vanity, everyone with his neighbor, with flattering lips, with a double heart. With flattering lips and with a double heart do they speak. The Lord shall cut off the flattering lips and the tongue that speaketh proud things. And who have said, with our tongue we will prevail, our lips are our own, who is Lord over us, for the oppressions of the poor, for the sign of the needy. Now will I rise, says the Lord, I will set my safety. I will set him safely from him that puffeth at him. The words of the Lord are pure words, as silver tried in the furnace of earth, purified 7 times. Thou shalt keep them, O Lord, thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever. The wicked walk on every side when the violent men are exalted. The wicked walk on every side when the vilest men are exalted. Yeah. So, very wrong, man. Because that's what they do. And then at the end of that, I got my books, I got my CD, and I want you to buy them for me. Right? No, because our people going to fall for those lies. Or they're going to be killed, they're going to be slaughtered. Yeah, that's the test. They're going to be slaughtering them Christians. Yeah? Yeah, they're going to be slaughtered. Anyway, they got other things now. And then I listened to George the Liar this morning. Same old thing, man. She got her hair fried, dyed, and up there trying to be a young woman. No, she was saying something about Moses, our father Moses. They don't know nothing about our father Moses. Yeah. We're going to come back to me what she said. And then you got to pay $30 to get her new book. I didn't write this crap down, man. You pay $30, and then you get one online, and you pay $30 for it's online, and you pay $30 for it. George the Liar. Got on everything that was easy out for me to do. No, I'm going to see so many lies this morning. Joe not the prince with his jump boots on. George the Liar doing the tenant sign. So if you all know what the tenant sign is, John David Washington made a movie, Tenant. Now you really need to see that footage. Yeah, that movie there is, Tenant. So she makes the tenant sign this morning. And then after that, that's another one. No, why? Then TDJ, he got trying to do the resurrection and talking about the robe and how they got from because they had a chance to speak Christ, but they're not regurgitating the same thing. I don't care what you can dress it up all you want. It's still the same thing. It's still the same old damn lie you preach. TDJ, like God not gonna knock his head off. Yeah, making his bed in hell. TD fake. And then at the close of that, then you gotta buy his books, his CDs, and all that. He come on there first with a message. And I think it was $175 to buy all 3. And then I want you to come to the leadership conference where I'm going to teach you and show you. God isn't telling people to do that. Return unto me, I return unto you, said the Lord of hosts. Same old lie, preaching the same old thing over and over, regurgitating the same thing over and over again. No, God showed me. That time running out for him fast. All right, well, you're going to see. Now I want No, there's something else I want to tell you. I listened to John and Scam this morning also. Same old thing, man. Same old lies. The same old lies. They'll come back to me what they say. Yeah. But it's just that Perry wrong. Bless the Jewish people and God gonna bless you. When not we have blessed the Jewish people and did not go well, man, go ahead on with that. United States in so much trouble. Bye bye American pie. You can kiss United States goodbye. And all the other countries, everywhere that we were put in slavery, you can kiss those countries goodbye. The Lord God said, no, I got a dream and vision. I'm not just telling you this. Something else God showing this morning, but no, that's scripture. All that's scripture. Well, Joyce Lyon and they get up there and they talk about the wonderful things that God had blessed them with. That is a lie, man. Go ahead on. Because the Esau didn't have to do nothing to enjoy, the things of this world. Yeah, because Father Isaac blessed him like that. But Jacob, who we are, two children, we had to live pious and holy life to enjoy the things of this world. All right, well, you go ahead and believe that. You believe, I'll look at that Rick D's passport and how you go to all the European countries. So you go ahead and get your passport and see it's going to be the same. You going to European country and him going to the European country. I don't care how rich you are. See if it's going to be the same. Him going and you going, it's not going to be the same because I done done it. It's not going to be the same for you as it is for him. It's not. Go right there to Israel. And he enters their country and you enter the country and see if it's going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. It's not. All right, I'm just letting you know. It's not going to be the same, Father. All right. Now, I didn't know what to pose this morning, to start off this morning, or this afternoon for y'all. Didn't know. Let's see what Belshazzar has to say. No, man, I got something for y'all. God gave it. Dream I was walking with a man outside to the left, and I saw the middle school that I went to. The neighborhood looked like it had gotten worse than before, and I was thinking how rough the area was that I was brought up in. And I said to the man there, my old school, he said, that's where you went to junior high? And I said, yeah. Then he started telling me about all the fighting me and all the kids used to do there. And I said, I don't know why we used to fight so much at that young age. Then I told him about a situation when I was a kid when people tried to jump me. And I called them by themselves and beat them up. And he walked over to the area of the school like he wanted to see how it looked. All right. Wanted to see how it looked. No. Wait a minute. Walk over to the area school like he wanted to see how it looked, and then we walk up the street a little more and we get to my other school when I was in elementary. It's like they were on the same block to walk to in a dream, and we get a very large parking lot that I used to go outside and play in after school, and I stepped over the small brick wall that used to be there. And when I was a kid, then I said, wow, it's just like I remember when we used to have so much fun in this parking lot. There's so many things. Then it switches, and I am in the house, and my cousin is there, and I look and see $1 bill on the floor. It's not good. And that he was using to roll up. Then I take my white shirt I had on and used it to tie around my head. And my cousin is helping me. And there will be other people there watching me as I'm putting on my head. All right. I know what the $1 bill meant. Yeah, I'm going there. We going there. All right. Because you can't just say $1 bill here. Who was on the $1 bill? Washington. All right. Then else they had on $1 bill. $1 is 4 quarters. $1 bill is 4 quarters. Yeah. In the school, man. Right. No, it's 2 schools. Elementary school and a middle school. That we said. No, a junior high school and a middle school. So look for something to happen. I don't know. I don't know if things are happening so fast now. And then I look up at the day being happened. Just like that man went there and shot up that bank and stuff. That's how fast they happen. They are happening now. No, I got things for you. All right. Come on now. I don't know if you have any dreams today. All he does is remember Jared. Come on, Jared. All right. No, because once I start this, I'm not going to be long. Hope not to be too long. There's both sides of this thing. No, also showed me this morning to post the scripture for people to see how Moses going to heaven. Moses going to heaven. Asked God to show me last night if I made the wrong move by eating my mother's food because she made a lot. And my mother and father was very adamant for me to eat the food and not dirty another dish. So last night I didn't make my own food. I ate my mother's food, and after I ate it, I wasn't feeling good. Now it showed me the dream. I know that I made the wrong choice in the dream. My father function might be family, but I did remember that my dad used to use the bathroom. Then I know that he's throwing up, having diarrhea, and I go in there because I had to use the bathroom and couldn't hold it anymore. But I saw myself a little bit. My dad said to me, I know you have to use the bathroom, but I feel something in me. Can you see what it is? And he bends over and I see a small parasite, skinny worm, coming out of his hole. And I'm disgusted. So I go to the phone, take the video I could show him. And when I was taking the video, I saw the worm swarming. Now it was by a blue-eyed ball. And I have blue eyes. Oh God. Yeah. No. Belshazzar post. No, Jared, you don't go back eating that filth. They don't know. So it's not so much, you might not be preparing it right. It's not for you. Yeah. Trust God on that, man. Don't go back and fall back into them because they say so. Because they're not doing the truth and you are doing the truth. Yeah, just tell them I can't eat all that no more. Tell them how your stomach is. Tell them you have, because I used to have that, used to call it a sour stomach or a nervous stomach. And just tell them, say, I have a nervous stomach, I can't eat that no more. Or I have a sour, no. Just tell me you have a nervous stomach. Yeah, tell them a polite way, I have a nervous stomach. I can't eat everything. Just tell them that. Yeah, I can't eat everything no more. I have a nervous stomach. Because you'll be telling the truth. Yeah. Or a sour stomach. Either way, you be telling the truth. You can't eat all that. Yeah. On the second day of the third month, Moses received the word from God to betake himself to Mount Sinai. No, if you living with your parents, do I not live with other people for many years? And how I live with them is like in the book of Ecclesiastes. Yeah. Cautious on everything you do, everything you say. That's in the book of Ecclesiastes. And that's how you have to live with them. You can't live with them. No, it's just God training you how to live with others and everything. And that's the way you live with them. No. Yeah, you can't live with them like it's your house, you can do as you please and everything. That's in the book of Ecclesiastes to tell you how to live with other people. It's the truth. You have no rights at all. You don't. And that's how you gotta live. That you don't have no rights. And, yeah. As long as you don't do nothing wrong. Yeah. Now, do all that, man. You go through a lot in your life. Second year, third month, he received the word from God to take himself to Mount Sinai. Without direct summoning, he would not have gone. Time as all the other times when God desired to speak with Moses, he twice called him by his name. And after he had asked, he said, here I am in God's revelation to him. When Moses had been carried to God in a cloud. And I'm trying to remember when George Elias said something about Father Moses. Yeah. You know, always lying. Always telling them the truth because they don't want the truth. As long as they get your money, they tell you what you want. I'm looking at all them women and men there clapping and yeah, she going to hell and bringing me all right there with her. Tell him, because you're not serving God, you're serving man. You're serving whatever she said. Whatever she said Christianity is, that's what it is. You're not serving God. All right. Bear him, God, and restore him to men. God said, go and acquaint the woman of Israel with the principles of Judaism and try with kind words to persuade them to accept the Torah. But expound the full content of the Torah to the men and would them speak solemn words concerning it. That we serve, that there were several reasons for his going to the woman first. God said, when I created the world, I gave my commandment concerning the forbidden fruit to Adam on it, but not to his wife Eve. And this omission had the effect that tempted Adam to sin. Hence it appears advisable that the women first hear the commandments, and the men will then follow their accounts. God furthermore knew that the women are more scrupulous in their observance of religious prospects, and hence he first addressed himself to them. And then too, God expected the women to instruct their children in the ways of the Torah. Wherefore he sent his messenger first to them, to the women. All right. Now you done. Now I'm gonna read it all. Y'all go read. And since 3 a.m. when that happened, I've been being attacked with the same thing. I'm not feeling very good at it. I'm going to wait on God to show me how nowhere I stand. God don't want me to lose everything on fire. No. All you gotta do, I'll tell you what to do. Drink some water. Drink some water. No, she went there, listen to somebody and put something in that food. That's what she did. Remember King Joseph? Remember King Joseph when the women, when Zuleika, she used to put charms and everything in this food. That's what mom's done you. And done me that before. Yeah. I stood right there in front of him there. Yeah. No, go get you some water. Get you some water. Drink that water. Pray over that water and drink that water. Yeah. And or you can go with go. The unleavened bread is over with. So go get you some. No, go get you a piece of bread. Get your piece of leavened bread and eat it. Or you can go and you can eat some gravy. Go make if you know how to make your own little gravy or something. Put that flour in it and eat it. That'll help you also. A lot of things you can do. Yeah. No, the water, if you drink that water, the water might make you throw up. You throw whatever down there, it'll come up. Yeah. All right. No, because we eat the bread, whatever in your stomach, or the flour, whatever in your stomach, gonna get hold of that. Now that's in Elisha. That's in the Holy Bible. When they howl and scream because there's some poison in the soup that they have made. So Elisha said that prayer when they put that flour in there, mix it in there, and then couldn't hurt them no more. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no. I'm just telling you, got a lot you can do. You gotta remember your prayers. You know, when you eat food like that from other people, make sure you pray over. Make sure you pray over. Because God might knock the plate out your hand. The holy angel might come and take it. While they're looking at it, the holy angel might come there and take that whole plate, just throw it on the floor. Right? No, might tell us something. Might come out of her mouth. The holy angel might make her say what she had done. Yeah. No, don't go ask them, just pray. Pray for God to have you overcome it. So, 'cause God might want to show her what she had done. Right? And let her know why he's chastising her for what she had done. Yeah. No. He's not the bread of him that ever evil eye, neither desires dainty meat. But as it danketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, said he, but his heart is not with thee. The morsel which thou have eaten should thou vomit up and lose thy sweet words. I was saying, go drink that water and vomit it up. Don't do it no more. You can do it. You can do it. Drink a glass of water, chuck it down. Whatever is down there, see that prayer always chuck it down, it's coming up. Yeah. Mm-mm. Take your finger, jump that finger down your throat. Make it come on up, man. Don't worry about how uncomfortable it's gonna be. Just bring it up, and whatever in there is gonna come up. Whatever she put in there is still in your stomach. It's gonna come up, and you're gonna see it in the toilet when you throw up. No, you ain't gonna throw up like a long time. I threw up a couple of weeks ago. And I thought it was gonna be real bad. Threw up in there 2 times with cold. Yeah, because that's all you have eaten, and most likely the reason why you haven't thrown up yet, probably because you ain't got enough water. Don't drink a whole lot of water. Go drink about uh, 4 ounces. Yeah, no, don't drink a lot of water. No, drink about that much water. You right there? Where my finger at? Drink about that much water. Yeah, that take hold. It's gonna come out. And I felt fine until I ate that food. Things like that. But I struggle with my blood and technology thing. No. Uh, Boy, you fighting a hard battle. Let's go do it, man. Get all that gold. Not gonna hold none of that against what they have done to you. All right. All right. You should try to make your own food at all times. Yeah. You know, another thing too, you should always try. Don't go look at how much that. Don't go look at the apple costs so much and the plums cost. Don't look at the price. Just buy 'em and try to always have some type of fruit as a snack in your house. Always try to have that. But they're probably eating everything processed, candy, and all that stuff, right? Because I used to do it. Drinking all them cold drinks, potato chips, and eating the best of the best as they think it is. But you can't do that. You're a prophet. You're on a strict diet. Yeah. Yeah. Like me, Jerry, have taken certain vows. You should make your own food at all times because you don't know the ingredients they are using. You could break your arms and vows unknowing by guarding them that you shall only eat the food blessed by the making of righteousness, righteous hand, not living in iniquity. That was a dream God gave me briefly. Everyone knew how times have changed. You live in an evil and a wicked time. No father gonna be against son gonna be father, mother gonna be against son. Yeah, that's the time you live in. But they don't know and you do. Yeah. That was with Asian meat noodles, cheese sauce, and had garlic powder. Oh man. No, all you had to do is put some all you had to do is take a teaspoon or a tablespoon and put that flour in there, wheat flour in there, stir it up. Yeah, so it never had effect upon you. Go type it in. Type in no it's in the Elisha and the king. And they say they had poison in the pot. So type in pot, it might come up. Type in pot and then king. And you see, cause they know they hurt somebody. You know, somebody. And said, they only got poison in the pot. And Elisha went over there, took that flour, said that prayer, put that flour in that pot. Yeah, you can do it right now. Drink that water and make it come on up, bro. Let's go. I got a lot for y'all. I don't know. I just post that. I was trying to find it. And then you're not feeling good, so we're not going to be able to find it. Don't worry. We went over there 2 minutes, not 2 days, a couple of days ago when Joyce Elias said about all the good days. She's going to teach you how to have to enjoy everyday living. But that's a lie. Lord God said there should be more days of darkness than of light, more days of sorrow than of happiness. Yeah, so, and then that's in Ecclesiastes also, that you should have those days. You got to have those days because it says when you have bad days and a good day comes, then you don't remember the bad days. And you have good days and a bad day comes, then you don't remember the good days. Yeah, so that's in there. In there. All right, I've been feeling good. Mm-hmm. This is a tea. And that, yes, no, I put some clovers in there. Clovers. Um, clovers. So the clovers. Yeah, clovers. If you got clovers around the house, eat that. The dried clovers, that's good for your stomach. Right, that bay leaf tea, go make you some bay leaf tea. That's good for your stomach. Now, no green tea and all the other teas don't do it. Bay leaf tea. Um, you're supposed to keep two things in your house. I got growing in the yard. Wormwood and hyssop. Wormwood and hyssop. Keep those, because that's good for your stomach too. Also for your educated people. So it's real good. Boy, you drink that, boy, it gets your stomach is like, yeah, yeah. So anyway, no, I'm just telling you, I know how you feel. I know how you feel when I was sitting down and one of you boys, my stomach was so upset. I didn't know what to do. And all of a sudden that night came, I laid down that bed, I knew I was about to throw up. But I had already had a bucket of mop water. I had mop and I just took it, put it in there. Yep, and I had a towel, so I'm catching this towel. Throw up in there. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be real bad. It wasn't that long, just throw up whatever was in there. I ain't go back and look see what I was throwing up. They didn't go back and look. That's not a good meal you eat at all. Yeah. Meat, noodles, cheese, sauce, and garlic powder. Because you don't know what was in the sauce. The garlic powder, oh man, especially that garlic powder. It would be regular garlic. I don't eat like that anymore. I only eat garlic and onion if I'm having some type of cut, some type of ache. That's the only time I eat it. I don't eat all that anymore. 'Cause we used to eat it every day. But God already told us it's not good. There's no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear, because fear is torment. He that fears is not made perfect in love. All right. All right, so down. Well, then, nah, man, I dream all from yesterday evening, all last night, all this morning. God gave me so much. And I remember I didn't get no I didn't remember my 40 days, and I still got another one coming, a couple more coming. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man, some bad dreams. I had a dream about Chris Tucker. Yeah. Uh-uh. Mm. I'm not dreaming. Okay. Now, I wrote down. All right, so let's go to that dream for you. No. I wrote down Jared, number 12, 15, 22, and 5, 15, 20. I wrote that. I know what they mean. Yeah, I know what that means. But I was sitting down. I was sitting down in this room, and I was on this bed, and I had a gumball machine. I'm talking about the gumball, because these gumball machines not found anywhere, the round kind. Yeah, they usually found in something like a hospital setting or something like that. But I was, no, I guess. Uh, anyway, I was in a setting looked like a large apartment complex. That was what it looked like. And I went by the window, and I went down the window. I saw this large SUV. All I could see was the top of it, and it was brown, brown. And so that's what I saw. And then next scene, I'm sitting on the bed. God, it just showed me what the bed means. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's go there. No, I don't know. That's the time. No. Babe. Let me see. Because I just found out. We can go there. The babe. No, Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah, girl, I forgot. Yeah, the babe. Let me see if I can find it. Nebuchadnezzar. All right. So Nebuchadnezzar said, no, there's a God in heaven that reveal his secrets and make it known to the king Nebuchadnezzar. What shall be in the latter days? Thy dream and the vision of thy head upon thy bed. And as for thee, O thy thoughts came into thy mind upon thy bed, would come hereafter, and that revealed the secret, make it known the past what shall come. All right. Now I guess I could 28 and 29. I do it this way. No, because I know what it means. I know what something means. That time comes. Man, don't be afraid to say no to your parents. Just make sure you clean up after your mess, so no one have to check behind you. You won't be worried about dirty dishes. That just was an excuse. That just was an excuse that she used to make sure you took whatever she put in that food. That's all that was. That just was an excuse. No, she put something in it. She put something in it. Yeah. No, but remember the warm, uh, mm, mm. Got always, like I say, always keep you some hyssop, rosemary, yeah, hyssop, rosemary, warm wood, because all that's good for your stomach. The cloves, ginger root, all that's good for your stomach, man. So when you eat something, they feed you something, or you do something like that, man, go eat that. Yeah, 'cause a lot of times I sit down here, come here, my stomach be so upset, boy, I go get that. Next thing you know, my stomach, yeah, yeah, it was an excuse that they use. That they have to take control, do what you are supposed to do, and not expect us to do. You have to live like you live by your grandmother. You had to do everything. So don't forget that. That's in the book of Ecclesiastes. Yeah, you living with people that I will bless the Lord at all times. Praise shall continue to be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Oh, magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord and heard. He heard me and delivered me from all my fears. They looked unto me and was lightened, and their face was not ashamed. This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him and saved him out all his troubles. Yeah, Jared can do that now, man. He ain't know anybody that told you that. And the angel of the Lord encamped around about them that feared him and delivered them. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is that man that trusts in him. Oh, fear the Lord, ye his saints. For there is no want to them that fear him. The young lions do lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek the Lord should not want any good thing. Come, children, hearken unto me, and I will teach you the fear of the Lord. What man is he that desires life and loveth many days, that he may see good? Keep thy tongue from evil and thy lips from speaking God. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. The face of the Lord against them that do evil, and cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. The righteous cry, and the Lord heard and delivered them out all their troubles. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saving such as a contrite spirit. All right. All right. All right. Many are of affliction of the righteous, but the Lord deliver them out of them all. He that keepeth his bone, not one of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. Yeah. All right. No, I'm not type this. Okay, so I was on the bed. I was on the bed, and so when I was on the bed, I had one round gumball machine. We usually see those type of head in the hospital or someplace like that. And, no, they don't be in that type of public place. They're round, and then no, my head, the Shriners or somebody else like that might have one out there, and you take and put that quarter in it. And I took it and put that quarter and slid that quarter in. But I'm sitting on the bed, and the gumball machine is right there on my right. And you know how we have, the bed was low because you know how the covers be on the bed and they be on the floor. Yeah, that's how they work. And so I put one cord in there, I slid it right, and I didn't see the gumball machine come out of it. So I put it no, the little curve slot that they had. Yeah, not that one. I'm talking about the one. and it comes out and it lives there, that type. And so I did it again. And I put another quarter and I did it again. Then I put another quarter in there and I did it again. But I looked down at the gumball and I seen, no, I ain't like that kind. So it just like went out and went on the floor. And I put another quarter in there, 75 cents. And I put another quarter in there, down $1, 4 quarters. And then after that, I had 50 cents left in my pocket. I said, no, I ain't gonna put that in there. And then after that, I just went and reached on the side of the floor. And then I saw the where the gumballs had came out. So it was 2 white ones. The white one, then I put another white one in my mouth. No, then I remember the one red was on the floor. That was a blue one. Now, I blue one. I took that one, put that in my mouth, and they had a pink one. Yeah. So I put a white one, the blue one, the pink one, and another white one. So I had 4 of them in my mouth, and I was chewing on. So the next scene, the baby mama, one of my children's mother, she comes in there. Yeah. No, roll on the ground because the colors. I was sitting on the bed, and the colors was long on the side of the bed, as I told you. So the white, the pink, and the blue, and I put them in my mouth. And I was, it was 4 quarters. But I had 2 quarters left. I didn't put them in. And they have the large brown SUV outside. So the woman come in there and she go look out the window. She goes look out the window and said, why you couldn't pick a spot with trees? She said, why you couldn't pick a spot with trees? Next, I go to the window and see a lot of people in hall dressed in black. So I go to the window, just like a little cone to slot window. I look down there and see that, and I look out there and see no trees, and I look across, and like a hallway or stairway, and they have a lot of young men dressed in black over there. Right, and I see the brown SUV down the time. But she said, why you couldn't pick a spot with windows? Why you didn't pick a spot with trees? And now, then next thing, while she's standing down over by the window, she in the mirror, pramping her hair and stuff. Yeah, and in the mirror. Yeah, tell her to say that while she look in the mirror. Then I start thinking, I said, man, they can look into the mirror. They can look into the window, look in the mirror, and see you. Yeah, I think they could look from outside and see her in the mirror. And then I woke up from that dream. Yeah, but I know what the dream means. So I can tell you all the dream because I told Belton Shelter the other day, I couldn't tell them that dream. All right. No, the dream is about Jared. The dream is about Jared and Doc. All right. So Jared, a few months ago, that the eclipse, he said something was going to happen in May. So somebody posed the day of the eclipse. Because I won't tell you what it means. I know the dream meant. Somebody posed the day of the eclipse. Posed the day of the eclipse this year. They have an eclipse coming this year. Suppose that. Suppose the day of the eclipse. At that time, I mean, that's all we're probably going to do today anyway. All right. Suppose the day of the eclipse. No, it's just does a shadow dollar dream also. Yeah. Wait. Because I know what it means. May the 5th is the next lunar eclipse. So that's May the 5th. So let's go. May the 5th is the next lunar eclipse. No. I'm going to post somewhere. I'm not just telling you that. Yeah. Prepare, huh? No, dry. Oh man, come on, man. Yeah, you gotta know what's going on. Well, all right. No, the six angels dried up the lips. No. Um, mhm. No, because a year, 1 year, and a day still come up. Oh, man. Somebody post that there. No. No. Oh man, wait a minute. Prepare. All right. Prepare. No. Let me see. Uh, I'm gonna post it. You should know by now. If I tell you something, all right. All right. Um. Let me see if I can do it. Mhm. So, no, Jared posted that. Jared, you the one post. Come on, man, with this. Man, because they don't want to put this down what I got to put down. But I'm going to put it down. Because you need to know what it means. You know, right? Because they had 4 gumballs, right? But I've been telling not to better shells. I telling me that I can't tell you everything. Not until God give me permission to say it. Okay, so uh, so the total eclipse is not the total eclipse. The eclipse is May the 5th, 2023. Brother Shaz over noticed it because I told him about some of this yesterday. All right, now no, gotta do the math. Got to math. You say the four angels were loose, which were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year. The hour, a day, a month, and a year. Okay? An hour, a day, a month, and a year. All right. So now go to Jared. Jared. No, I thought it was too, but let's go to Jared. So Jared now pose. No, a donative. Not a donative. Your dollar. Time for you to pose. Time for her to pose $1. So $1. So now you post when the eclipse gonna be next year. Post the date of the eclipse for next year. Yeah. No, I'm just telling her. Yeah, she can do it. She's been saying strong. She's been wanting to do it. She like, no, let her do it. Now post when the eclipse gonna be next year. $1. Uh-uh. 4 quarters. 4 quarters, man. $1. It's the same thing. $1 is 4 quarters. Come on, post it. Because I've been knowing this ever since she said this. Because she's talking about what's written in the stars and everything. She still got a good way to go. Because she got to get rid of her humbugish ways. $1. No, she got to get rid of it. You can tell how she came online today. Oh, I'm here. No, I know you're happy here, but we have protocol. Protocol say you got to bless. Yeah. Come up there with your blessing thing. Because we're not doing our own. We're doing the way of the Lord. There you go. April the 8th, 24. All right. And so a year and a day. No, didn't it tell you river Euphrates being dried up. All right. Anyway, well, you go ahead on there. Do the math. Do the math. Yeah. How much time? All right. So what's next? So I told you that. Because that's the foregarden. And that's why I read it to y'all. I was sitting on the bed. And right, so when Nebuchadnezzar came, no, I was sitting on the bed. I've been wondering, man, what that bed means. A lot of it, well, the bed means different things. We know the bed means different things. But in this case, but there's a God in heaven that revealed his secrets and make known to the king Nebuchadnezzar what should be in the latter days. That no, thy dream and the vision of thy head upon the bed are these. So that's where I had it. And as for thee, O king, the thoughts came into thy mind upon the bed, which should come to pass hereafter. And he that revealed it secret, make known to thee what should come to pass. Right? Because we don't go by, well, I don't have to say it, you already know, we don't go by what we think it is. We go by what God has left in his word. So you reveal a secret thing unto me. Right? No, because no, because I didn't know what it meant, the gumball and everything. And I was chewing them and eating them. Yeah, I didn't know what it meant. And then I asked, and he revealed it unto me. Because I wanted to Ben tell you that. So 4 quarters, that's a year. Right? That's a year. No, I still got more because I saw the brown vehicle, like a large brown SUV. When I looked out the window, I saw it. And then the place that was at, there had no trees. And she came in. She came in, and I had no relationship with that woman. Man. She came in, and then she go look out the window and come out of the mouth. Said, why you couldn't pick a spot that has a better spot that has trees? And then she said that. Then she go, and I go to the window and see what she was saying, what she's looking at. And I look across, and I see these young guys is in the hallway, and it's a big apartment complex. And they look across them, they're playing in the hallway. There's a lot of group of men, young boys, young men dressed in black. And then she goes to the window and prepping her hair and stuff. Never see her face, nothing. Never see her face. And prep her hair. Then I say, man, you can look from outside to the window and see what she is doing. That's what I said. All right. So that was one of them. Let's get to the next one. No, if you have something to say about it, say it. Yeah, say it. If you don't think that what that means, just put it up there. All right. We'll know. Because she saw it in the stars, but she didn't know what it means. The dollar. And she remember she said whatever. Well, I've seen it in the stars, and they're going to have a cliff. Well, I told her this. You don't know what that means. But that's the same thing happened when God showed me when the birth pain started. When the woman gave birth in 2023, they were seeing it in the stars, but I saw it in the dream and vision. And I knew exactly what was there because I was there when it happened. September the 17th, no, September 23rd, 2017. All right. So after that dream, I had a dream by Chris Tucker and Mike Epps. Now, this was really a long dream, but for a dream I don't remember too well. But then it brought back an old dream that I had many years ago, not many years ago, a few years ago. I had forgot all about it and it brought it back to me. Knowing this dream, I was fixing the one before. I was fixing up a car. I was fixing up a Mustang, and this Mustang. So I was fixing up this Mustang, and so when I was fixing up this Mustang, when I was fixing up this Mustang, the Mustang has a lot of issues, and I had to complicated issues, and I had to do a certain way to get the fuel and the fuels. I think they had something wrong with the carburetor and the engine man. Right now, I was across the street from Jesuit, Jesuit high school, Catholic school, private school. Jesuit, that was the name of it. And I was in front of a service station, and the school was right across the street from me. And so I was there. And so when I was there, now I was fixing up on it, and I'll get it running. Now I see that I had to do a few things to get it running. I don't remember everything I did to it, but I remember I had to do something to it to make it run right. Right. I had that dream years ago. Well, at least 2 or 3 years ago. So I was with Mike Epps and Chris Tucker. Mike Epps was doing something in his neighborhood, around his neighborhood in this area. And he was doing that, and Chris Tucker was with him. And Mike Epps had bought he bought a red fire engine truck. A red fire engine truck. One of the big old fire engine trucks. Yeah. And it was long, boy, it was red. Not the kind with the 2 men sitting on it, but it still got one long, and it don't have it like that. Yeah, I had a dream of Chris Tucker and Mike Epps. Mike's neighborhood, they was working in the area. Mike Epps brought a red fire truck. Chris Tucker brought this white Ford Mustang. And this Mustang once was mine. Yeah, I said no, because I had my best friend, my childhood friend. He had it was his Mustang, it was a '65 white Mustang. Yeah, it was a '65 white Mustang. And that I once owned. And no, he had to do certain things to keep it running. Mike took the fire truck and brought Chris to the car. And I asked Chris to let me use the car to go across the river. And he said no. Yeah, man, because it was a long day. I don't remember all the beginning of the dream. I don't remember it. But we was right in this neighborhood, and we was doing something. No, it did a long time. No, I don't think I was in the tower. I think we was outside in the neighborhood. Me, Mike Epps, and Chris Tucker. Then all of a sudden, Chris Tucker wanted to buy the car. And so Mike got in a fire engine and brought Chris Tucker to the car. So when I go there and I see the car, and he had certain things he had to do to the car to keep it running. And I noticed, man, that's my car. And then that old dream comes back where I had that Mustang and I had to do work on it to keep it running. And I knew it. Right. So I told Chris, no. So I was asking Chris to let me use the car to go cross the river. I don't know what I was going to a house or something, so that's why I asked him. And he said no. So I was stooping down on the side of the car. And so I told Chris, no, that's why I told him. I told Chris, remember, there's always the law of God, and he would pay all according to his works according to their doing. And he said, all right. That's why I told Chris Tucker, I said, remember, there's always the law of God, and he always repay man according to the works according to his doing. And he said, all right. No, I might have said something else, but it was going along that line. Something I always tell the people. And he said, all right. And so they drove off, him and Mike Epps. Mike Epps drove off first in the red truck, and Chris behind him. So next I hear a big crash. Oh, I hear a big old crash. And when I heard the big crash, I said, man, that happened real fast. I know what I was telling that God was going to chastise in so many words. Right. And it happened real fast. I said, man, that happened already? No, that's what I said. That happened already. And so No, so I get up and I go walk around the corner. So next, like, I hear the crash. And I say, man, God chastised Chris that fast. So I walk around the corner, and it was Mike Epps. The fire truck had turned over, and I see this the gray Chrysler car that the guys be driving in. I don't know the name of those cars no more. But it was one of those type of great Challenger. But when the crash was happening, I saw it. I saw, he's still vision. I saw a quick vision when it was happening. And Mike Else tried to turn the corner real fast, but I didn't see in the vision. I didn't see the car that hit him. All I see that he turned the corner real fast to the right, and the back of the truck it got away from him, and I could see the truck turning over. But I didn't know that. So when I get there, I see that it had help turning over. Yeah, that I see the great challenger, the dog told it to break it had smashed into the side of him. Boy, that front of that car was messed up. Right. On the and the car was messed up in the front of it. And the fire truck had turned over in somebody's yard on the corner. Yeah. But Mike Epps, no, he wasn't hurt or nothing. All right. So Chris, no, wrecked. The Chrysler smashed and was wrecked in the front. Next, Chris Tucker was driving me across. After that scene, next thing, no, Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker was driving me across the river. But before he get across the bridge, he would start driving across the river. No, at first I asked him to let me drive. He said, no, he said, no, you're not driving, I'm driving. So we got to start driving. So when we got to a certain spot, he had to stop. I don't know what he stopped for, but he stopped. And they had this guy. The guy, when he stopped, I see the seatbelt, the doors open, and they had this guy. He has a green hose pipe, and the water coming out of the green hose pipe, and he telling jokes. Yeah, and he telling jokes. I don't see Chris after that. Right. So Chris Tucker was driving me across the river, but before he get to the bridge, he stops. He gets out the car. They have this man telling jokes or parody, and I was laughing. He has a green hose pipe in his hand, and the water was coming out of it. And I tell him, "Oh man, I said you got that. It is funny." Yeah, I told him, "Man, you got that. That is funny." That's what I told him. And I said, that is real good. But then I take the hose pipe out of his hand. I take the hose pipe out of his hand. He backed off, and the hose pipe in my hand, and the water still coming out. But it was a longer dream than that, man. The beginning of the dream, I don't remember too good. Nobody was in the neighborhood with the neighborhood, and Mike Evans and Chris Tucker, I was in their neighborhood. They was doing stuff, so I don't remember all that. All right. All right. No, that's what I did. Yeah. So that was my, and I ain't try to look back in it because we know what the red means, right? And then on top of that, there's a red fire truck. So we know what red means. And the car was red, it was a Challenger. And the Mustang was white. The Mustang that here was a white 1965. 65 or 66 or 67 was in that, because that's how it looked. So it was in that year, those years there, before the virus type changes. Anyway, so that was that. No, that was it. Mike Evans, good stuff. All right, so no. Man, tell me 4 o'clock. Wait a minute. No, because I got more. Got a couple more. Got a couple more to you. No, man, I got a. I'll tell you here, really bad. Jerry's gonna be all right. Just have to go drink something. stomach right. All right. I had a dream about somebody I saw. It was in hell. No, how now you have a dream about somebody that was a Christian, they be in limbo. Yeah, some of them be in some bad shape in limbo. So it was one like that. It was one like that. No, because we say that prayer said a wicked man over that Satan stand his right hand when he should be judged as a wicked man. Yeah. So, I had a dream before I had a dream, beginning of the dream, I'm on a streetcar line, on a crossroad, on a streetcar line. And I'm on the ground. And how you be, stooping down and eating. Yeah, so I was on the ground. And I was eating, bread, white bread, rolls. Boy, them rolls taste so good. Oh, like they was freshly baked. And, at first there ain't no street cars, nothing, just the tracks, and I'm on the ground in front, down there, and I'm just eating. And then I ate a roll, a white roll, lemon bread. And then after I ate that one, I said, man, this tastes good. No. So I was at the beginning of the streetcar line on the ground eating a roll. Rolls, pure. And I ate a roll and it tasted so good. After that, I said, man, so after that, I ate one and I took another one. And I ate that white lemon bread rolls. So good. So I started to eat on the third one. Then I started eating on the third. Now I see what ate for that. My anger was kindled against the shepherds, and I punished the goats. The Lord of hosts had visited his flock of the house of Judah, and had made them his goodly horse in the battle. Out of him came forth the corner, and out of him the nail, and out of him the battle bow, and out of him every oppressor together. And they shall be mighty men, which tread down their enemies in the mire of the street, in the battle. And they shall fight because the Lord is with them, and the riders on the horse shall be confounded. And I will strengthen the house of Judah, and I will save the house of Joseph, and I will bring them again to place them, but none. Bring them again to place them, for I have mercy upon them. And they shall be as though I had not cast them off. For I am the Lord their God, and I will hear them. And they of Ephraim shall be like a mighty men, and their heart shall rejoice as through wine. Yea, the children shall see it and be glad. Their heart shall rejoice in the Lord. I will hiss for them. So everybody get to hear the hissing. That's another thing. Yeah, you get to hear the hissing. And gather them, for I have redeemed them, and they shall increase as they have increased. And I will sow them among the people, and they shall remember me in the far countries, and they shall live with their children and turn again. Arise, O Lord, let man not prevail, let the heathen be judged in thy sight, and put them in fear, now God, and answer this prayer again for haste. O Lord, that the nation may know themselves to be but men. See the search me, O God, know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts. See there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way of man. Now, God, it was imposed that prayer, God, and answer that prayer again. Let's go. Anyway, so I ate the bread. So when I get on the third bread, boy, I'm eating it, and it tastes so good. But then the streetcar drivers come. Two of them, one on each side, the streetcar driver, the motorist. They come, and one of them, the one on my right, Two of them walk and say, man, you smell those roses? The only thing might make them better if I could know if they was made with cinnamon. That's what he said. All things would make them better if they was made with cinnamon, the rolls, like cinnamon rolls. That would make them better if they had made them with cinnamon. And they would smell the rolls, all the rolls so good. But so when they came, I have no, this bag here, this bag here, that. No, I have a shopping bag, the shopping bag. Now I got one here, but that one is too messed up. Yeah, this one here is too messed up, a shopping bag. But anyway, so I have a white shopping bag like that. And in the white shopping bag is filled up with rolls. It's filled up, no, and then that reminds me of Jerry, because Jerry had a dream with, no, his bag was filled up with manna, right? And so I take the shopping bag, I stand up. And when I stand up, I have like a little small machine gun in my hand. A little small, not that big, a little small machine gun, not the more, about that big. And so I have that in my hand. So I take and spin it, and then I take it, and still been holding regularly, I take it and put it in my other hand inside the bag, on side the bag. So then I start walking across the street in the park. And then I started running. I said, I want to show them. No, I was just showing them that I still had that speed and stuff. Old as I am, man. I said, man, I was showing them that I had that speed. So I run about 2 blocks real fast. 2 blocks real fast. So after I get to the 2 blocks real fast, so after I get to the 2 blocks real fast, the next scene, I'm in this building. And so when I'm in this building, I see these women. Yeah, I'm in the building, I see these women. And the women all, no, there are maybe a couple of men, but basically there are women in the building. And all of them dressed in green dresses. Like in green dresses and stuff like that. No, I don't see none of it there on them. So when I walk in the building, I see them green, so it's a building I've been in before. And I'm having dreams of where I had past dreams and did things before. That is like the card dream there. So I've been in the building before. So when I've been in the building before, so I walk in the building, I make a left turn. And I'm looking for the stairwell because I've been in the building before. So I make the left turn, and when I make the left turn, make a left turn, make a right turn, go down the hall. But the stairway is not there. It's like a dead end. So I come back the other way. And then I start looking, I see the women and everything. So now I'm going back the other way, and I'm looking for the stairwell. Right, and then I wake up out of that dream. No, I lied in that dream. I got a lot of bread in that dream. A lot of bread. I've seen a lot of women who I can really give the bread to. But anyway, right now, 2 men tell me how good, how good it smells. And how good it smells. It's spicy. Yeah, cinnamon's a spice. And tell them how good it smells. And I ate about 3 rolls. Yeah, 3 bread. Then I had another little small weapon that I got. Now, I don't know what it shoots or not, but I know it looked like a little small machine gun. Kind of had like a World War II, but it was tiny. And it was great. So I got another one of them. Yeah, real pale green, something like that in that color there. Yeah, then they had 2 street crawlers in front of me, and I was on the line. And then I was able to run real fast. So that last dream, boy, last dream. Oh, the last dream. Oh man, last dream I was downtown. Spike Lee dream. A Spike Lee dream. I can't remember exactly how it opened up. I'm 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 on a porch up high. Yeah, not that high, about a 2-story building. And they have a rail in front of me. And in the rail in front of me, I'm looking in the sky. I'm looking in the sky. And now, I look in the sky in the east where the sun usually rises and shines at. But they have like a cloud, and you can see the different colors in the cloud. And but it looks like the sun. How, a cloud is like you have clouds, and the sun be behind a cloud and be shining, but it looks like behind a cloud. But they got two of them in there. They have that one, and then farther to the right, and still in the east, farther to the right, they got the sun. I mean, both of them look like the sun shining. Both of them look like they got two suns in the clouds. That's what it looks like. And so after they have a lady that's on the balcony with me, and then now she go there. I see Spike Lee. Yeah, I see Spike Lee, and he goes now. He has on blue. And now Spike Lee is how he talk, and he has on blue. And so he was walking in like a stairwell, a little stairwell. Uh, 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 the woman who was watching it also, and I saw Spike Lee. I told him, man, I know who they are, as he was going in the building, right? Because it looked like spaceships, looked like a spaceship hiding behind the clouds, and so that's what I'm telling him. Yeah, that's what it looked like. And so he does old Spike Lee, man, get out of here, man. I don't believe that. Even though he do his hand gestures and all that like he does. They have one of his black women where they turn around and walk off talking and talking, and he go up in the building. Yeah. And so I go, then the next scene I'm following behind him. So I go up in the building also. And then I told him, I said, man, I told him, I said, I know who they are. Yeah. I said, I know who they are. He said, I don't believe you. I told him, I said, it's Mongolia. I said, they are Mongolia. Remember I told you before, I said, they are Mongolia. That's what I told him. And he turned around and said, man, I don't believe that. So he turned and go back up to the stairs. So I go upstairs. I go up the stairs also. So when I'm up the stairs, I start fixing, I fix a plate of food. Yeah, I take a white plate of food while I'm upstairs. I guess there's some type of thing going on. And I fix a plate of food while I'm upstairs. So I fix the plate of food. So when I start coming back downstairs, now it's dark. It's dark out now. It's dark out. And so while I'm coming down, I kind of like slip. So when I slip, the plate does not fall out my hand. I don't break the plate, but all the food is gone off the plate. All of it. Like a big round plate, and I filled it up with food, all cover everything. So when I get out, I kind of like slips. And I waste the food, but I don't drop the plate. And it's dark out now, and it's raining. It's raining. Yeah. No, it's raining. So after that happens, it turns light again. Yeah. No, now it is light again. Spike is watching with others. Yeah, he come out there now. Everybody out there watching with other people. He out there watching, everybody watching. They're watching the sky and how it is. No, because one is in one spot. It doesn't move at all. And it looked like the sun and looked like the clouds there that hide stuff. But on the right side, down, it looked like the sun is setting in the east. The sun looked like it's setting in the east. That's what it looked like. No. So all of now is watching, Spike Lee is watching, with others turn, go back in the stairwell that leads into the building. I tell her, I know who they are. And I told him, one thing I told him, he turned and said, who? Mongolia. That's what I said, Mongolia. And that's what many people watching the sun is setting southeast. Look, the light, the sun looked like it was setting in southeast. And you still can see The part that looked like the sun behind the clouds is still up there, the same spot, it never moved. Now the sun is set, the sun in the east, southeast. The sun is set in the southeast. And I'm looking at that. No, then I remember after I got out the green vision, I remember that somewhere it's written, yeah, the sun gonna rise in the west and set in the east. That's written somewhere, man. If y'all can remember where it's written at, post. Now who went over that before? Yeah. Until I knew who they are, he turned and said, who? Mongolian. And next I was with many people watching the sun setting in the southeast, and the lights that looked like the sun. The one that didn't move that looked like the sun, I saw the sunset in the southeast. Yeah, everybody was watching. You know, they was afraid. They were scared. But I was telling them who it was. In the dream of vision, I was telling them who it was. Man, come on, bro. All right, well, anyway. No, I had another dream, but that dream that was, I couldn't remember all of I couldn't remember all of Mike Epps in Chris Tucker's dream, but I remember that part of it. Yeah. No. Well, everything's not over for me yet because there was nobody that came. I had a visitor, but that's one who I was expecting to. Right. Well, you got another day coming right now. The second Sabbath day of the year. Yeah. Okay. Just telling you. All right. That's all I can tell you, man. I'm trying to give it to you best way, and because I wasn't able to write them down right then and there, but I remember them all. Yeah. No. Well, yeah. No, it's all. I'll look for it. Somebody gonna find it. Because they tell you. I know it's in the book of Enoch where the sun gonna rise in the west and set in the east. Yeah. No, it's written. It's written. I can't remember what book is in it, but we didn't read that before. Okay. No, I told him what it was. I told him it says Mongolian boy. Get out of here. I was fighting eternity. Yeah. Nice speaking. Then he go walk up the stairs. Yeah. Spike Lee, and I go upstairs, fix that food. When I come down, I like slip a little bit, and all the food wasted. And then it was dark out. It was dark. Then after it was dark out, then it turned back to light. And that that one that looked like the sun was still in the same spot, same color, that pinkish looking, reddish looking type of color. And then I saw the sun setting in the southeast. And I saw the sun setting in the southeast. No, they was afraid. They didn't know what was going on because like at first it looked like two suns in the sky. That's how it first looked. Okay, well, anyway. And then just like I told you, then no, because I've been wanting to tell you all about because when Jared first said that, then the dollar stayed up hope about she saw it in the stores, and I said, no, I know what that means. I told her that don't mean that. I know what it meant. Right. And it's for a year, in a month, and a day that is being prepared. Let's go along with the timeline because God gave the timeline. No. I was listening to Joseph, not the Prince of the morning, and he was talking about the 50 Judah believe when it started because God not gonna give them everything because they're not obeying the voice, not keeping the commandments. And a lot of times they just be guessing. I'm going by what somebody else says. And then so he goes with the timeline, but I know because the 50th Jubilee had to be in 47. 47. So he had 47, 57, 67, 77, 87, 97. Right. No, unless somebody got something different. Right. No, because we can go backwards. You can go from well, it's still going to basically be the same. You go backwards because Israel was born again and when? 2017. 2017. Now go backwards. 2007, 2007, 97, 87, 77, and 67. Because in 67 they had the 7-day war, or the 6-day war. That was in 67. So flash forward 50 jubilees later. Okay, so then if it goes that way, then you do the 3.5 years. 17, 18, 19, 20, or 21. Then you got 21, 22, 23, and so 24 make the 7th year. 24 make the 7th year. Then if you go from that way, then you got 12 years. Well, those who know what I'm talking about, they know what I'm talking about. They know because they have read it, and they tell you, well, let's go 2017 to the 12th year. Right, 12 years from 2017. No, I mean, I'm counting like that, but don't have necessary. Don't have necessarily so. Because you got 2017, all right, 2020, 2023, 2024, all right, then 2024, the 7 years, 25, 26, 27, 28, that's 12 years. Yeah, 28 make 12 years. All right. All I have to do is just give me, I'm just going by the number. Okay. Well, when the time comes, God will give it to you in a dream and vision. He will give it to you. All right. No, because I'm gonna have to try to find where it's at. Yeah. I mean, it probably. I mean, I don't know what video it'll be in, but we can win over all that. Yes, we had. Yeah. May the Lord God bless the mighty man of Valley Yehuda. I don't know what Yehuda going through, but he's going through something. Yehuda don't use this. May the Lord God bless the mighty man of Valley Yehuda. May the Lord God bless the mighty man of Valley Shezar. May the Lord God bless the mighty man of Valley East. May the Lord God bless the mighty man of Valley Charity. May the Lord God bless the mighty woman of Valley Adonja. May the Lord God bless the mighty woman of Valley Without. All right. Let's go there. We're going to commit. Clement. That's in the Lord's book of the Bible. Because I'm just telling you, resurrection for the proof. There is a certain word called a Phœnix. Now, this is in the Legend of the Jews. Now, I already know. Because I already know what the Phœnix means. I already had the dream and vision about the Phœnix. There's a certain bird called a Phœnix. And there is never but one at a time that lives 500 years. And when the time of his desolation draws near, that it must die, it makes itself a nest of frankincense and myrrh and other spices, and into which, when its time is fulfilled, it enters and dies. No, if you don't know the legend of the Phœnix, go read the legend of the Jews. The Phœnix is the only bird that didn't eat from Eve, and God blessed it because it didn't eat out. It didn't sin. Other birds didn't sin because Eve fed them, but the Phœnix told her no, not eat that. The Phœnix. But his flesh petrified, breathed a certain warmth, was being nourished with the juice of the dead bird brings forth feathers. And when it is grown to a perfect state, it takes up the nest in which the bones of its parents lie, and carried it to Arabia, into Egypt, into the city called Heliopolis. Now remember, that is where Asenath was, and she was the priest of Heliopolis. Yeah, we read that. We just got out of Asenath joke. And flying in open day, and flying in open day in sight of all men, lays upon the altar of the sun, so it returns from whence it came. Lays upon the altar of the sun and returns from whence it came. The priest then search into the records of the time to find that it returned precisely at the end of 500 years. So that's why Jesus had to come as 5,500 years, because he represents the Phœnix. Die and rebirth. That's what we represent. Die, death, and rebirth. Man, come on, bro. All right, this is Clement in Law's Book of the Bible. Yeah. All right. So it's 500. The priest then search into the records of the time and find it returns precisely at the end of 500 years. So how long we been into this slavery? All right. Because it also represents us. Yeah, we've only be restored. Man, go read the Testament of the 12 people. Well, that's all y'all. If you don't believe it, that's up to you. Because I know, I got it written down in the Greek vision. All right. It told them they had a prism on earth. And the prism is what? Multiples of colors, man. And how does Phœnix look? Multiples of colors. Yeah. And shall we think to be any very great, strange thing for the Lord of all to raise up those that are religiously him and assured of good faith, of those that are religiously him and the assurance of good faith, when even by a bird he shows us that the greatness of his power to fulfill his promise. So he said, no, Clement was looking for the birthday of Jesus. He already showed it and told me the birthday of Jesus. And so that's why I was doing the numbers yesterday. They hit right on it. Okay. So you say a certain place, thou shalt raise me up, and I shall confess unto thee. Because Jesus, when you go read the book of Jubilees, they told you that they was going to take what the Pharisees, what the Jews had done to the timeline. What they had done to the timeline. They didn't put it right. They messed up the years intentionally, so that you won't know. And again, I laid down and slept and awakened because thou art with me. And again, Job said, thou shalt raise up this flesh of mine that has suffered all these things. Yeah. No, because Joyce the liar, she was talking about how, because we know better, and she was talking about how Israel stayed in the wilderness 40 years, and it was only like, she said it was 9-day journey, 11-day journey from Egypt to Israel. From Canaan. That's what she said, Israel, but we know it's Canaan. And then, then she said that after 40 years, only 2 people made it. All those people that's alive. That's alive. It was more than 2 people. Right. Because she said, she was talking about there was only, really she only said 1. She said kill him. and talk about give me my mountain and kill him. But we know, Joshua was one, Caleb, and Phœnix. All right, Elijah, Phœnix. That's Elijah at that time. So we know for sure that was those three. Right. And that's another lie she told, Joyce the lie. And then she said they could have done no. They talk about how they was complaining and everything. But who was complaining? George the liar was complaining, the mixed multitude. That's who was doing the complaining. The majority of the complaining was coming from who? The mixed multitude. And talking about the manna and meat. And George the liar this morning, because we know why God told you exactly why that he had to stay, that they had to stay 40 years. Because also remember, because I read this and again, Job said, so when I say Job said that it comes black like a floodgate, right? Because she was talking about that, and then because they don't know. God said that he had them to stay in the wilderness 40 years, because why they was in the wilderness, the Nephilim, the giants and everything, they were preparing the land for them. Didn't he say that? While they were standing there 40 years. And then also he told you, then he also, well, that's enough secret for her to be. Yeah. So that was the law. God said, no, they'll never teach that. They never teach that. All they do is regurgitate the same lies over and over again, then write a book about it. And then put the book up for sale for $30 so you can buy my book. And I can tell you real more than you're lying, you're damn lying. And everybody that listens to you and accept that dome, that bull dome you're putting out, going to hell right along with you, dragging all them people. All of them doing it. Because I don't tell you, I tell you, go back to your creator. Go back to Lord God Jesus. Because then, after they do that, then they brag about all they're doing for other people and the poor people and how they're doing basically well. God will tell you to do that. That's not you doing that anyway. Who provides the food? God. Who provides the water? God. Who provides the shelter? God. Who provides the sunlight? God. Who provides the season? God. But you're going to claim that, because that's what they didn't say. Satan stand in the temple claiming to be God. And that's all y'all doing the same thing. Y'all stay in those church houses, synagogue, sanctuary, high places, tabernacle, and claim to be God. That's what y'all doing. You're a bunch of liars and thieves, robbers. Because you're not only robbing God's people of the wholesome life that he had prepared for them, also you're robbing them of their soul. You're robbing them of their resting place. Oh man, he's doing a whole lot of robbing of God, but y'all gonna pay for it. Don't worry, he's not gonna leave them unpunished neither, although because that's what he told Father Abraham when Azazel came down. No matter how much he speaks, answer him not. Yeah. So God has given him the will and way, and all those that answer him fall under the will and way. So when you talk about amen, and you agree with Azazel, God didn't tell him to write those books. That's in the book of Enoch. God didn't tell him to write those books. They did up on their own. And then when they say, well, God told me to do that's a lie, they're lying on God. God didn't send them. That's what he said, I didn't send them. Yet they reign. I'm just telling you, I don't care. I do not care. Because what I do care about where your soul rests at. So I tell you the truth all the time. Yeah. God give it to me and I give it to you. No. I want to tell you this too. Because they had killed this 15-year-old boy at Family Dollar in Gulfport. And remember I had that dream about Gulfport and how God gonna destroy Gulfport. God gonna send that. No, it's in the Gulf of Mexico, on Gulfport. Yeah, you sitting there. I told you that. Yeah, killed that innocent boy. God ain't praying that no more. Now, I mean, they just posted how God hears the prayer of the poor and the innocent. His ears are always open up to their cry. Yep. Well, God not playing with them people, man. I'm telling you. Well, let them go shoot another innocent people and see how many schoolhouses will be shot up. Yeah. That is. All right. You're going to see. You're going to see. Keep watching. You know, it's a hurting thing, man, because they would regurgitate the same thing over and over again. Over and over again, they have a chance to teach God's children the truth. A chance to teach the heathen the truth. To save now on their soul, to save the souls that but they don't want to do it. Yeah. That would happen to me. I listened to what Ezekiel told me to do last night instead of using wisdom from my Father and the Holy Spirit. It happened. It happened. It happened to me, Jerry. Don't feel long. It didn't happen to me before. That's why I can tell you all those things. Because when I was on an airplane coming back from Israel, and I seen that food, I was so hungry. And I'm looking at that food on that plate, on that tray, and someone said, don't eat that food. And I ate that food. Boy, I got so sick. I got so sick. Coming out both ends. Both ends. And I was on a flight, the last flight. Because first I had to get on that plane. The plane freezing cold. As well as they do that intentionally. When you're on a plane and you're not, and everybody was sick because the bathroom was full of lines, both bathrooms in the hall. Now we know we're on a 24-hour flight, 18-hour flight. And then both lines, everybody, and they had to bring extra paper and everything. No, they did that for me. They done all that for me. Yeah. No, he put in the plane. Them people will kill everybody on that plane just to get to me. That's how Israelis are. Yeah, it is. They got one person on that plane talk, he ain't a Semite, that's the plane on. And they'll kill everybody on that plane. You don't believe? Well, remember the Lord God told me everything you need to know is in the X-Files. So they had that one man on that plane, Max. And they killed everybody on that plane to get to Max. Everybody on that plane to get to Max, man. Don't put nothing past your enemy, man. He's your enemy. He's a heathen. He's no. All right. But anyway, and so everybody, all the people was in there, had diarrhea and everything. Boy, the bathroom was filled up. Oh, man, see, nothing like that. I caught 18-hour flights and all that before. I never seen nothing like that before. And this plane was freezing cold. Freezing cold. Now, I know they done it. Yeah. And then after that, I got so sick. And then I was, when I got to Philadelphia to catch the flight from Philly to New Orleans. No, I should have went to the hospital then, but I didn't. Because I wanted to get home. I had been over there for 30 days, as the prophecy said. 30 days. Exactly 30 days. That was the prophecy. I fulfilled that prophecy. And so when I got, that was United. Yeah. Whatever they gave me, when I threw it up first, I hit, I felt it when it hit my tooth. And then it went in the bag. But at that time, the stewardess was with them all, so she can't hurry up and got that bag and wrap that bag up. Hurry up and got it. Yep. Because she wasn't supposed to do that. When you have some type of stomach virus or something like that, they wrap the bag up and they give the bag to you, so when you get to the hospital, they can take an exam and see what type of virus or what type of parasite you had. Yeah, but they didn't know. Man, he put stuff past them people, man. Put them past those people. They didn't get home. Took me over there, called the ambulance, took me over there, off the plane, went straight to the hospital. Now I think I stayed about 3 days in the hospital till they found out what it was. Then after that, I kept going back to the hospital because I had a swollen colon from all that throwing up and everything I did. Boy, that thing was painful. For God was with me all the way. All the way. I ain't talking about the way they say, how they be saying God is with you. No, it wasn't like that. When I was in that room, every time I went, the sun was shining over that room. Brighter than, No, that star was a star. Shine brighter than the sun. Will always be in that bed, shining on me. No, because I didn't wait. Still suffering for that little while. That gets off that thing. It's all right. It's all right, man. When time comes for God gonna repay them people so bad, they already told you how you gonna do it. Wipe them completely off the face of the earth. Yeah. Them, their children, their grand, never gonna hear about them ever again, because that's the promise. And I believe what God promised. Yeah. Again, Job said, "Thou shalt raise up this flesh of mine that has suffered all these things." That's why we suffer. Having therefore this hope, let us hold fast unto him who is faithful in all his promises. Now I know you was gonna dream and pray for you this morning. Yeah. I know when I prayed, you already had done it. So I just prayed. Yeah, first dream I was inside standing. I told him, this is what I'll tell you before I read your dream. I told you what I asked for. I asked for to give you a dream, and in the dream show you what you're doing wrong. So to show you precisely where you went wrong at. So let's see what's in there. Yeah, what you're doing wrong. So I was inside standing by the back door. Initially, I was doing stuff out back in the yard. You're doing stuff that, you know what back means. There was, a rat that kept trying to get in the house. And I was waiting for you to try to do it again, and he did. And I picked it up by the tail, grabbed the head, and he bit me. And he bit me. No. But he bit me, but I didn't feel it. I told my granddaughter to come here and take the knife, cut it in half, but she was scared. All right. No. No, that's precise. You can get now. That's real precise. Yeah. And I told my granddaughter to come here and take the knife and cut it in half, but she was scared and dropped the knife and ran into the living room. All right. Yeah, very precise. I couldn't pick up, so I threw the rat as hard as I could. Yeah, hard as I threw the rat as hard and as far as I could across the yard. And I waited to see if it would come back, and it did. And ran into my house. So I yelled, "There's a rat in my house." I told you. It's precise dream. It shows precise what's going on. Yeah, I'm rat in my house, and I'm going to kill it this time. And I still waiting for it in the kitchen. When it came running, I grabbed it again. And this time I snapped its back and threw it as far as I could out back. Again, I woke up. Yeah, he gave precise. That's a precise dream. All right. No, bless you. Thy eyes did, well, may the Lord God bless the mighty man valley, who I do it again. Thy eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect. In thy book all my members was written, which is continuance, was fashion, continence, what is continence, was fashion, when as yet there was none of them. How precious also are thy thoughts, how precious also are thy thoughts unto me, O God. How great is the sum of them. If I should count them, they are more than numbers than the sand. And when I wake, I'm still with you. And then I wake, I'm still with you. All right. No, yeah, I mean, I'm going to tell you all this again. You're in a battle. You're not just in a battle for your soul, you're in a battle for Israel as they scattered to folk on the earth. So just think about that. Right. So these things not coming against you just to be coming against you. These things coming against you because you're in a battle for all of Israel. And Satan is not on that. He doesn't want that to happen. He doesn't want that to happen. Because y'all have power over him. He doesn't have power over you. And since he can't get to you, because he couldn't attack idolatry. So what he do? He's in a rat. He's in a rat in there to attack him. Right. And then also in that dream and vision, she says she told her grandchild to come. Right. And his grandchild's a virgin. And she's scared of the rat also. Right. So, no, total right. All right. All right. Now let's give you a precise thing what's going on in your house. He gave you a knife to get rid of it. Then you use your bare hands. You use your bare hands to get rid of it. All right. No, he did get rid of it. And sent it back where it came from. Yeah. Got it away from as far as you possibly can. All right. Let me continue on because I know my time is almost up. Well, these things are coming to pass, but y'all, man, God got so much for y'all, just like Huda posted. He said, how precious also are thy thoughts unto me, O God, how great is the sum of them, many. And if I should count them, they are more than a number, than the sand when I wake, and I'm still with thee. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O God, and depart from me, therefore you bloody men. Yeah. I thought they attacked me, Yehuda. Because Yehuda got the name of Judah. Yeah, got the name of all of us, Judah. Anyway. Man, remember who you fighting against. He doesn't have power. He got to send people to you. He got to send people into you to get you to sin and cause you to sin. Yeah. No, same thing would happen to Jared. Send somebody into Jared to cause them to sin. Same thing would happen to Adonijah. She know who that rat is. Right. Send him, no, because he went away. The rat went away. Right. Then he came back into the house. Then she sent that rat away again. And she was waiting for it. And that rat came back in the house. Back into her life. Right. No. But the last time it came back into her life, she used her hand. Well, you want me to post that? Well, I can post. That's the easy one now. All right. That's the easy one. That is easy. All right. She had to use her hand. Because that's why God be telling y'all. All right. Anyway. Now I'm going to post it for her. Yeah, I can post this for her. Because I'm not going to go by what I think it is. I'm going to go by what God has left it for. All right. Wait again. Yeah. Tell me then. There you go. All right. All right. There you go. Anyway. Thou shalt raise up this flesh of mine that has suffered all these days, having therefore this hope. Hold fast him who is faithful in all his promises, and righteous in all his judgments, who has commanded us not to lie. How much more will he not himself lie? Lord God, there's no lying. I tell you, everything you say comes to pass. Man, y'all got all that power from up on high. Use it. Use it. That's why I just been posting that. All right. Use your power. Use the power. How does Israel war? We war with our words. Use it. Man, stop cowering on the people. People ain't got no power. You people can't do nothing to you. Open your mouth. Open your mouth and tell God. Tell it. Nothing is impossible with God but to lie. Yep. Nothing is impossible with God but to lie. God cannot lie. That is impossible. Let his faith then be stirred up again in us, and let us consider that all things are not unto him. By the word of his power, he has made all things. And by the same word he's able, whenever he will, to destroy them. There you go, right now. That's how we pray. Just telling you, all I can do is give it to you. Right? If you're going around this, for they speak against thee wickedly, and thy enemies take thy name in vain. Yeah. About, man, all the power that y'all have. That's why them pastors preach. Well, when one of them preachers that I know y'all listen to them sometimes to see was one of them preaching the truth. Was one of them have the same wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that God has given unto you? Which one of them? None of them. And every time you look around, they're preaching and teaching the same old lie. You got Perry wrong out there, and the Jewish people hate Jesus. They hate Jesus. They told you they hate Jesus. And they found anybody that's preaching Christ, bring them back to us, and we're going to kill them. That was the mission they put on Paul. That's the mission they put out there, and they put that same mission out right now. Anyone that come in here preaching Christianity, anyone coming here preaching Christ, we're gonna lock him up. Yeah. No, they want to kill him. If they're gonna do it secretly though, like they've been doing certain things. The anti-Semites, they ain't pronounce the word right. Yeah. Cynicism. It's still a lie. It's still a lie. The United States has done all that. People tell the United States what they want when they want it, and they better not say nothing against us. They better not do nothing against us. No. So them people playing stuff for the United States. And they showing you. That man from Brazil, I've seen him holding up the sign of the demon, the sign of power. I've seen him when he first got elected, holding up the sign of power. Macron, see him holding up the sign of power. Yeah. So I know all of them in cahoots together. All right. So nothing is impossible with God but to lie. Let his faith then be stirred up again in us, and let us consider that all the things are not unto him. By the word of his power he has made all things, and by the same word is able whenever he will to destroy them. Who will say unto him, what doest thou? Or who shall resist the power of his strength? When and as he is pleased, he will do all things. Say, when and as he pleased, he will do all things, and none shall pass away of all that he has been determined by him. Right, so God not in no rush. No, whatever prophecy said they're going to come to pass, it's going to come to pass. All you got to do is wait for it, and it should come to pass. Right, just let you know. Okay, what's going on then? All I can do is just tell it to you. All right. No, because they don't want me. Anyway. So, I tell you, he's doing prophecy. Everything. That's why. Well, let's go back to Joyce's life. She doesn't know. Because there's no such thing as, Jesus can return anytime. He cannot return at any time. He cannot. Jesus cannot return at any time. Well, go find out why he can't return at any time. But go find out why he killed Ephraim. Ephraim them. Go find out why he killed them if he can return at any time. Anyway, he cannot do it. Anyway, he's God and not man. All right. For by his word, the power he had made all things, the same word is able whenever he will to destroy them. Who shall say unto him, what doest thou? Or who shall resist the power of his strength? When and as he please, he will do all things. None shall pass away of all that he has been determined by him. So go find, because I know you don't know nothing about the 5,500 years. Because if he could do everything, he could have done it right now, right then and there. But he told Aaron, can't do it now, Aaron. No, because you have to wait on my word. Yeah. That's what he told him. No, he can't do nothing now. If the people come back and say that y'all truly sons and daughters of God, or the people afraid of y'all yet, then he can't do it. Can't come back yet. Yeah. All right. All I can do is give it to you like the word, like he said. All right. Well, we'll see. Israel all over the world, healing the sick, raising the dead, opening up the sight of the blind, all over the world. They're not doing it yet, whether you got to wait that out. Yeah. Have the full angels been released? The full fallen angels been released in the rivers Euphrates yet? Then you have to wait. Have the moon? All I can do is tell you, have the earth real backwards and forwards yet? Have they had the great earth yet? Have wormwood hit yet? You just gotta wait. All I can do is just tell it to you. But don't worry. Yeah. All they say is gonna happen, it's gonna happen, it's gonna come to pass. All you gotta do is what? Do as he say, wait for it, and it shall come. All right. And as it please, he will do all things, and none shall pass away of all that he has been determined by him. None of it. Oh, because he comes to fulfill what the law and the prophets. Okay. All things are open before him, and nor can anything be hid from his counsel. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament show his handiwork. Day unto day utter speech, night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech, no language, where their voice is not heard. All right. Just let me know. No, I'm finished with it. No, because I gotta go look for the because I know it's in the book of Enoch. Right. When the sun gonna rise in the west and set in the east. That's prophecy. Yeah. No, I understand it before. I showed you where it's written at. Now that's why I say, man, y'all listen to me. Y'all should know, right? Okay. I can't think of what book it's in right now. No, I'm thinking about Ezra too. Ezra also. Yeah, it could be in Ezra also. All right. Man, you know, no, I was thinking about second revelation of John. Yeah, second grade. My co-worker and I was when this sitting picture inside the Statue of Liberty. That's not good. How you walk up the thin stairs and get steeper and thinner as you go up to the head. Okay, so there were 2 seats of room separated by 1 stairwell. We just had this dream not too long ago. Yeah, she just had this dream not too long. It's the same thing. 2 seats separated. Yeah, that's a dream she just not had. No, I'm just a blessed woman, man. Truly blessed. All right. Okay, because all of us have different gifts of the Spirit. And you can either see hers. Yeah. The first room was like a box separated by stairs. The same dream she had. The same dream. She know what this means. Yeah. The co-workers, some of them were on the steps that lead. Some of them was on the steps that leads to the room, but one would have to go up and through the room, then down. I know it. No, this is in second address, huh? Yeah, this is in second address also. Um, yeah. Okay, so one. So just one stairwell. The first room was a box. Yeah, it was a box separated by the stairs. The co-workers, some of them were on the steps that leads to the room. But one would have to go up and through the room, then down the other side to get to the other room. Yeah. But they were crowded in there together, and none of them wanted to go on the other step to get to the other room. They were holding on for dear life. And I was trying to get to the other room, but the pastor there said, "Why are you trying to get over there or get over there?" Right? To go over there or to get over there. The others was agreeing why the commotion of all them not fitting in this room, box like was becoming seamless. Yeah, no, that's in second Ezra. Second Ezra, first book of Adam, second book of Adam and Eve. Yeah, that's where it's at. And the same thing about the scroll that you had not too long ago, and on the left side and on the right side. Something you done done, but just wait. Yeah, just wait. All right. The room box like was becoming seamless. They were saying different things to each other. Don't push me. Move over. I'm trying to hold on here and laughing the whole time. And I'm standing there waiting to get by, but no one wants to get out of the way to let me move on by to get to the other room. Then I saw my husband. I said, "Go somewhere." Somebody said, "Why are you bothering him?" The pastor said, "Why don't you leave him alone?" And I put my head down and started thinking, how can I get out of this situation? I woke up. Yeah. No, God gave me anyway, gave it to you precisely what I asked, to show you precisely what's going on in your life. Yeah. Precisely what you're doing wrong, precisely what's holding you back. I know I can't pronounce it right, but that's all right. You know what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm speaking of. Like, me and you had this conversation once before. They haven't changed. They got worse. And I'm gonna tell you all again. Because it has happened to me. When God tell you to do something and you fail at that trial, well, you're gonna have that trial again and again till you pass. But every time it's gonna get harder and harder. Every time it will get harder and harder. It's not gonna be easy to pass. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna get harder and harder. No, I mean you still can do it, but it's just not gonna be easy as it would have been the first time when He gave it to you. All right. No, she told you exactly what you have to do. The pastor said, "Why don't you leave him alone?" Right? Forget all the other that one state. Why you don't? Yeah. And I put my head down and started thinking how I can get out of this situation. I woke up. Yep. How can you get out of this situation? He woke up. Oh no, I thought you can get out. God chapter of worms. God gives you a remedy for everything. I just gave it to you. Um, Psalm 144. Blessed be the Lord, my strength, to teach my hand to war, my fingers must fight precisely. I ain't taking nothing from you no more. You. No, you be glad to hear that from me. But not no more. No, because you got to live it. You can't just accept it. You're not living it precisely. I can say it. I can say it more perfect than you think I can say it. More perfect than what they say. They know. They know. All I gotta do is just go my road. With stamina lips and another tongue will tell these people. So I know I got stamina and lips. God has made it so. So I can fulfill that prophecy. No. Because you know what you're doing. I know you know exactly what you're doing. Yeah, you know why you say it too. When you say, I ever had no dreams, I already know that. Yeah, sometimes I don't go, sometimes I don't even press and go. Right. Until you get there, I know. No, then when you try to get, I know you're trying to help, but then when you get, then you get desperate now, and I can feel the desperation. Then I ask God to send you a dream or vision, but this time, like I said, show exactly what's going wrong in our life. Show exactly what's going on in life. Exactly. Yeah. All right. Mm-hmm. No, because there comes a time because like today when I was talking to somebody, and I tell them how Christianity is. Christianity, they're gonna do something wrong, and after they do something wrong, they're gonna pray and ask for forgiveness and all like that, and then they're gonna go do the wrong thing all over again. Because I was in Christianity, I know how they operate. Whether you see one of them preachers repent or they going back and still begging for you to come buy this book, buy this CD, come partnership with me, giving me your money and things, and God is telling you that. Paul said he didn't take nothing of the Gentiles. Paul said he was asking nothing of the Gentiles. All right. All right. Because it's easy. All right. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? Now am I not grieved with those that rise up against me? Yeah. Let's go. Uh-uh. All right. Now you just have to make up in your mind. I had to. Nobody wants to be alone and do without. No one. Who you know? No, they doing it now because they ain't got no choice but to do it. Yeah, it come a time in your life you might want to do it, but you can't. Yeah. Mm-mm. I told this woman one time, young lady, and she was a pretty young girl. And I told her, no, I told her you're a beautiful rose and you're fading fast. And she said, oh, such a horrible thing. Which I'll tell them the truth. You ain't got that much time. That little sex appeal that you have now, that's gonna be gone. Right? Mm-hmm. The years add up. And time is harsh on a woman. Very harsh. Very harsh on a woman. No, I'm just letting you know. Mm-hmm. Anyway, all right. Well, it's better better be alone serving God. Yeah, not to be alone and going to hell. I'm just telling the truth. All right, well, I don't know. I know it's a hard pill to swallow. Now I gotta go find that. I gotta go find that. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Many obstacles fall into the way. Prepare disturbance for the minds of men. Care, children, parents, glory, poverty, flattery, prime life, beauty, conceit, lust, wealth, anger, uplifting, slackness, envy, jealousy, neglect, fear, no isolence or insolence, love, deceit, love, deceit. I gotta go back. All right. No, there's two of them now. Okay. Here we go. Love, deceit, money, pretense, and other such obstacles, as many as there are in this life, as also the pilot sailing a prosperous course is opposed by the onset of contrary winds and a great storm and mighty waves out of the calm, and the husband by the untimely winter and blight and creeping things rising up out of the earth. And they that strive in the games, just not those that strive in the games, just do not win. And they that exercise crafts are hindered by the diverse difficulties of them. But before all these things, it is needful that the believer should look before at the ending and understand it in what manner it will come upon him, whether it will be vigorous and sober and without any obstacle, or disturbed and clinging to the things that are here and bound down by desires. So is it right that abiding should be praised as comely when it is wholly stripped, in general as great when he has accomplished every promise of the war, and a physician as excellent when he has succeeded in every cure, and a soul as full of faith and worthy or receptive of God when it had paid its promise in full, not the soul which began well and was dissolved into all things of this life and fell away, nor that which is numb have made an effort to attain to better things, and then born down to temporal things, nor that which he has long after the things of time more than those of eternity, nor that which exchanges enduring for things, those that endure not, nor that which have honor, the work of dishonor that deserves shame, nor that which taketh pleasure of Satan, nor that which have received the serpent into his own house, nor that which suffered reproach for God's sake, and then is not ashamed, nor that which with the mouth say yea, but indeed approveth not itself, but that which had prevailed not to be made weak by foul pleasure. By foul pleasure, yeah. That was one of them. No, that made weak by foul pleasure. Not to be overcome by like-mindedness. Not to be overcome by like-mindedness. Not to be caught in the bait of love of money. Not to be betrayed by the vigor and the violence or wrath. Yeah, it's hard to be, but anyway, when you have received the Torah, observe the laws. The beginning of all things is hard, but as soon as you will have grown accustomed to obedience, all else would be easy. So, no, Joyce Elias dealt with her this morning. Yeah, talking about how hard it is to get rid of anger and things in her life. Yeah, it's not hard at all. Not if your obedience is not hard, but it's still because that was Christianity and the religion's about. They don't never want you to get rid of the things and the affairs and cares of life, and that's how they make money. When you say, "Oh, I gotta go to church, I gotta go pray to, I gotta go to the church, right, in the building because I have sinned over and over again, touching the dead body." Yeah, all I can do is just tell you, I kids, I know. I watch it all the time. Anyway, come on, brother, share love. That's all. No, because you're forgetting something. You know what you're forgetting? Who you are. Yeah. 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 Learn obedience. Do I need to stay off technology and things of this life? I lost it now. Yeah. Not hard. Not hard. You gotta want it. Yeah. No, I just had it. I just was about to say it and I lost it. That's all right. I lost it. That's okay. It'll come back when the time comes. Obedience. People not obedience to God, and people say the law and the commandments have been done away with. So how does that work? If the law and the commandments are done away with, so what you gonna be obedient to? What you gonna be disciplined to? To Christianity? To whatever that church charter say? Because you're not being obedient to God. You're not. You're not being obedient because God left for. When I hear somebody say, "Oh, I love the Lord God with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my might," then the next thing should be, do you know what the Torah is? Do you keep the Torah? So if they don't tell you they keep the Torah, then how could they say they love God? If they don't keep the 248 and the 365, how could they say love God? Come on, man. If I'm married to a woman and I come in the house and everything, and she said, "No, when you see me undressed, dressed in front of me, you know what to do." Right. So I love her. Yeah. So when she does that, what I'm going to do? Because I love her. Right. I'm going to do whatever she asks me to do because I love her. I got to show her. All right. No, you can do everything she asks you to do. Everything. Yeah. But that's the same thing. How could you say you love God and you're not doing everything that He has left in His Word? Man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out the mouth of God. Because I'm just showing us the lies and things that they say, and talking about how much you don't love God, love yourself. You're selfish. Yeah, and then they're gonna put up this side. Well, I once was selfish. Joyce the lie. All y'all still selfish. All you still selfish. Right. Because I tell y'all, okay, we're not doing this for ourselves. Just like when Lord God came back and said, "Who do you love, yourself or the people?" And then He let me know how selfish I was. Because Christianity is very selfish. All they do is myself. This is my ministry. This is my ministry. This is my foundation. Yeah, this is my worldwide ministry. This is my church. Yeah, that's selfishness. Jesus didn't say that. He didn't say that. All right. Well, anyway, give Caesar belongs to Caesar. Give God what belongs to God. Give me what is mine. Jesus said, no, because I'm dreams, I got Moses and dreams and visions. God can show it to me what they mean. Just like He showed me what y'all dreams and visions. Sometimes it takes a little while, but I'm not doing it like I used to do. And then He showed me what y'all dreams and visions mean. No doubt you want to see. That's very easy now. Eternal bless thee and keep thee. Eternal make His face to shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. turn and lift up his kindness upon thee and give thee peace. O Israel, the Lord thy God is one Lord, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and all thy might. No, I went through the same thing when you into those type of when you in those type of things, you know what I'm talking about. When you into stuff like that, you be holding on. You're trying to be holding on. Yeah, you're watching it. And you're trying to hold on to see if it's see if that black gonna turn to white. Yeah, I'm gonna see if that black gonna turn to crimson. It's not. It's not. They're gonna get worse and worse and gonna engulf you. They're gonna engulf you. And when it finishes engulfing you, it's gonna destroy you. Your very essence, your very soul, it will destroy you. It will destroy you. I'm telling you from experience. It will destroy you. Because when it's finished with you, it's gonna take away your honor, it's gonna take away your simplicity, your prosperity, your abstinence, your innocence. I'm just telling you, your chastity, your faith, your patience, it's gonna take away all that. That happened to me. It's gonna take away all that because you didn't put so much into it. And then when that one straw that gonna break it all down, you're gonna be doing I did some stupid thing, very stupid thing. With the word, oh, I love you. Yeah. And they know it, they don't love you. You love them, but they don't love you. They love whatever behind the back relationship they have or whatever money they making or whatever they doing, that's what they love. They don't love you. They don't. And then you're gonna find that out the hallway. All right. Anyway, just telling you. Well, I found that out the hallway with Christianity. Yeah, I found out the hallway there. Oh. Anyway, it's not by might nor by power, but by my spiritual law. It's not by might nor by power, but by my spiritual law. I am alive. Until next time. No, because when you start serving God, well,